Hi there, guys. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you guys for coming back again to support. This time around, we are here with a different video. I decided to do a daddy issues series, and this is episode 1 of season 1. And here I have one of my best friends. Girl, introduce yourself.
Okay, mina igama lami nguNomfundo wakangwenya. I'm an IT graduate, software development, and I am 25 years of age.
Alright, Nomfundo. So, daddy issues. Do you think you have daddy issues?
Yes, I do.
Hey, and so is the rest of South Africa. Alright, so how was your relationship with your dad before you guys had issues?
Honestly, I've never had a relationship with my dad because and I know mama, like they met when they were young and all that. So mama had to go back to school after having me, and then so from time to time my dad would like babysit me, and then he would go with me to the taverns. So and then it was a relationship of you see him once after 2 years or after a year later. So I wouldn't say there was a relationship.
Okay, so okay, fine. He was there eza ngokuzovakasha maybe umbone after leyo 2 years, after leyo nyaka. So when like did it all just end, like for a long period of time?
It was just after my mother died. Before I saw him in 2019. The last time I saw him was in 2007 when my mother passed on.
So it was
okay, it's actually 2006 when my mother passed on.
So it's more than 10 years.
Yeah, it's more than 10
years.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay, so like how do you think your father's absence affected your relationships, romantic relationships?
Okay, it affected me in such a way. Obviously, every time I find like someone to mingle with, I am looking for a dad plus a boyfriend, and sometimes some guys are there to be your boyfriend, not your father.
So what do you think, like ama characteristics kahle that you feel you missed from your dad and ufuna ukuwafuna from relationships from a guy who you are dating?
Attention and being loved unconditionally. Obviously, with a relationship, it's not always being loved unconditionally.
Yeah, it's under condition.
It's under a certain condition. So sorry, sometimes you expect a person ukuthi akuthande like fully ngaphandle kokuthi akwazi ukuthi ubani, of which it's highly impossible. Only your parents can do that.
Yes.
So bese ngiforced man in some relationships ukuthi umuntu kwamele angithande for who I am, the way ngakhona angangiquestioni yabo. So so nje lokho affect.
So okay, when I get, do you think ukuthi there are certain characteristics as negative that you developed because of your father's absence, like because he's not there, maybe you had to protect yourself, and now that plays as a negative thing in your relationship because instead of allowing the guy to protect you, you are protecting yourself. So which of those aspects of yourself did you develop because awuna baba, so you had to do it on your own?
I have a lot of anger because of ubaba mbengangekho, and besides my father was that kind of a guy who he puts his hands on my mother. So since growing up, I was like, I'll never let a guy put his hands on me. So I have that guard up that's in self-defense mechanism. So every time, like they say, we're arguing with a guy, because I have this fear.
So rather you do it first.
Let me do it first, and
so that engqondweni yakho uzobe ngathi it was a fight instead of him abusing you.
Exactly. So it has to be a fair fight, and then so I'm affected because I push a lot of people away because bewamele ngikhule fast, ngibe independent. Yabo, so
considering your mom also died usasemncane.
Yabo, so I have this thing ukuthi mina ngikwazi ukwenza yonke into for myself. I don't need anyone, I don't need a man. So abanye abafana lokho kuyaba-intimidator in a way, abanye kuyabanyanyisa, abanye it pushes them away. Because if you're a guy and there's nothing I really need from you except for the intimacy part.
Yeah.
So angincane in a way.
Oh yeah.
Angincane.
So do you feel like you know what a healthy relationship is supposed to be?
No, I don't think I've had a healthy relationship because I'm always the toxic one. Because of the issues I have.
Do you think ukuthi mara mawuyicabanga, like, is there an ideal relationship of feeling like, if I find myself in good relationship so nomuntu so I would be happy? Do you have that idea in mind ukuthi into enjani leyo?
Yeah, Peter, from watching movies, yes, I see I see what a healthy relationship looks like. But yeah.
But from experience, no.
No, from experience.
You've never even seen like a relationship a healthy.
I've actually I've actually been in a healthy relationship. It was just a couple of months ago. Yeah. But I ruined it because of your issues. Yes, because I'm forever looking for a fight in order to get attention.
Okay. Yeah. Do you think because your father left you, you also have abandonment issues?
Yes.
So do you think those abandonment issues, like, sometimes you get used to a feeling and then you get used to adjusting because of that, and then it becomes your drive in life? When I'm like this, I feel motivated. Do you feel you push people away from your life because you want their feeling there, okay, this one has abandoned me, so it's motivation to do better in life in yami kulezi ezinye indawo mhlambe?
In a way, it's a very toxic mindset. Yeah, when I have this thing, okay, I'm gonna push you away. You're gonna treat me well, and then eventually I'm gonna push you away. Most guys can't stick around for that. So very is convincing that nobody will ever love me. Like you'll leave me eventually. So might as well just push him away. So I have that thing of values or harm. So whatever I do, I don't care. Even if I put my hands on you, I'm never wrong.
So how close do you think you are to healing?
I'm very close because I'm actually attending like psychological therapy and whatnot. So like I've just started because I've been in therapy before, but I didn't feel like it was working. That's when I turned into other things, and then but now, following my recent relapse, so I've decided to go for those therapy sessions, and I see a lot of improvement because I don't react to certain situations like I used to. Yeah, I just keep calm and laugh about it and walk away.
So do you feel Uguti, some of the depression you have now, the anxiety, your relationship with your father also has an impact on that? Maybe it's one of the contributing factors to your depression and anxiety.
Yeah, I feel like he has a lot to do with my issues. Like he has a lot. First of all, I'm traumatized by hitting my mom in front of me. Yeah. Second, he walked away from us, and then my father only knows me when he wants something from me. Like he's just that one person. He knows what's okay. I came to check up on you, and then 5 minutes later, can you please help me with this? Yeah. Can you give me this much? Yeah.
Okay. So platonic relationships again, how do you feel your abandonment issue from your dad and that relationship with your dad, how do you feel it affects relationships you have with brothers, male friends, uncles, any male figures in
like family wise,
whether it's family or if it's a friend? Like, because some people feel, let's say for a pastor, because I have daddy issues, my father abandoned me, now I'm looking I'm looking to my pastor to play that fatherly role in my life, whereas the poor guy is not even aware I have such issues. So I take him and put him on this high pedestal because I want him to be my dad, but he's not my dad. And then I feel like if he doesn't do certain things, then the friendship ends, or I stop going to church because now he betrayed me when he was not even aware.
Oh yeah, so I'll make an example with remember I used to stay with my aunt and her husband, right? So her husband was playing like the fatherly role and whatnot. But when things went south, I felt like he betrayed me. Because in him I saw a father. And I don't wanna lie to you, I love that guy as a father. So after the whole thing happened, I was like, you know what? I've never been a fan of family. I've always been distant from my family. So after the whole thing happened, I was like, I'm not gonna build any relationships with any of them. I'm just gonna be on my own and do my thing. And then when it comes to my brothers, obviously, okay, we stayed together for a short period of time. It's like we grew up in different places, so I don't really know them as well. So, but then when I reconnected with them in 2019, that's when I saw that I actually have brothers. So it's only now that we're trying to build a relationship, but everyone is so like fucked up from the past experiences that we've had as kids. From life itself. So everyone is busy trying to deal with their own things. We don't really get time to see each other. The other one is there, the other one is there. But when we do reconnect, like it's nice. It's a nice feeling. I love having brothers.
So you feel it's okay now that you are at a different stage of your life, being aware of all of these issues that you have and all of these issues that your brothers also have. Maybe you see the green light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah, I believe kuzolunga. Like honestly, I feel like anything is possible as long as you guys are willing and work on it together. But then obviously I'm not gonna force people to have relations with me.
So you mentioned your father later came back into your life, after more than 10 years of disappearing.
He didn't actually come back. I went to him.
Explain to us what happened. How did that happen?
It was just after I lost my job. It was just after I lost my job, and then I left the family house. So at that time I was alone. Remember I got a place to stay from one of our friends. I wasn't working. I was like the rock bottom. And then I decided to call my older brother, and I was like, you know what? This is what's going on. I don't have a job. I don't have a place to stay. I'm just out here all alone. So he was like, come home, because we got no baba, and So I went home, and man, figure out, when you're going home, you're looking for something, right?
You have this expectation.
You have like expectations are money. Like you're looking for healing, answers.
Now welcoming Joe to say
so that's what I
expected.
That's what I expected when I went there. And then when I got there, and then I realized you're cutting edge, like cutting edge. You run away from your problems
only to find more
problems. You understand? So when I got there, okay, sharp. I got there, and then and then okay, sharp. Everything seemed like it was normal. It was okay. They welcomed me or not. You look like your mother and whatnot. And then my grandmother called my father. Which Nomfundo and then he was like, okay, I'm gonna come see her. And then you know what's the first thing when he walked in? One guy is like, you look like your mother. And then I sure I can be because I look like my mother. Like he really loved my mom. So and then the next question asking me and I'm like, what do you mean for not being part of your life? And I'm like, no, angikwazi ukukwatela umuntu because it's a burden on me. Angikwatelanga, but I'm willing ukukuxolela. If you just say sorry, we'll be fine. But the funny part is he didn't say sorry. All of a sudden I was, oh, okay. And then that was it. I don't think he realizes that the damage
that he caused.
Yeah, he doesn't realize. He doesn't realize. And then he was like, okay.
Do you think he ever will?
Yeah, he does sometimes. I don't know. So I don't know.
Maybe we are saba because our parents.
Because he does
We
brag
were
about
raised by a different
generation, a broken generation
who never say sorry.
Who never say sorry, like they're too proud. So he does brag about me, like kubangani wakhe and all that. So mangifika lapha kagogo wami, and then he took me. Wathi ngihambe ngiye naye elokishini. That's where his house is. Mangifika la, everything was okay, like very right, because he wasn't drinking.
Yes.
The problem starts when he drinks. So
do you think the time Asha Mamako he would drink, like
he was obviously drunk because
I'm shy
sober because my dad is like an angel when he's sober. Like yo, like you'd want to forgive him for the 25 years he's been absent. Like so. And then man figure okay, everything was cool. And then this other day he went out while and then he came back. Obviously I was pissed because I didn't know what to expect because I still had that image of that guy. Oh Marapuzile, you go with me in my tavern. Like I know tavern at the age of 6. Like what is that? And then there was a point in time, you know guys must give her to me. Like he would turn me around in front of his friends. Like I'm some sort of like prize. But I don't think he remembers that. So and
maybe
then
he does, but he'll act like he doesn't.
So and then I was pissed. Maga figure at and then I was avoiding him. And then he came back the following day and he's like, I saw Guti Bokwatile. And I was like, yeah, I don't like you when you are drunk. And then he tried to make it up to me because this other day I'm gonna like pay my cake and then he walked, like the mall was very far. He walked down and taking a cake and then he came back with it. Yeah, so I would cook for them since you know I love cooking. So I'd cook for them, like and they were like, my brothers were like, yes, it's the first time. So and then that only lasted for 4 days. 4 days.
Oh.
And then this other day he came back drunk and then he kicked us out. Me, my brother, his girlfriend and the newborn.
Do you think he knows how to be a father?
No, he doesn't. I feel like he was also failed by his parents.
So he doesn't know.
So he doesn't know how to parent. So he kicked us out. I'm like, they are calamos. So and then we went to a back room, my brother's bedroom. So there's this pegela corner all the time. And then from time to time, like he would treat us like strangers as if us when I went on about. Remember there was this other time around 3. He was coming back from a tavern. And then he knocks and then he's like, if you mind, follow me. So we had we had to wake up 3 a.m. in the morning, simlandele, and then so nisela amaflower go 3 and amaflower khona omile. You can tell good like it's been months lama ask him why nginisebenzisa amaflower. No, angazi athi uma wakho bekayithanda ingane.
Oh, do you think your mother's death also traumatized him?
Yeah, it did in a way. Honestly, it did. It did, honestly. So
we are raised by parents who have issues,
and they don't want to deal with them.
And they don't want to, or even acknowledge that they have issues.
They will never.
So, how's your relationship with your dad now?
It's non-existent. Like I said, it's non-existent. The last time I saw him was when I got discharged from Espejela. Recently.
Okay.
So we are free guys and then he's like, I heard you tried to kill yourself. And what I hate the most is he doesn't even acknowledge he's part of the reason I'm like this.
Uti.
Like he's being ignorant about it. And then he was like, I heard you tried to kill yourself, and then I laughed. And then he never really got into it. Because like a proper father would sit you down and be like, okay, what's wrong? What do you need? Because I didn't want, when I went back there, I didn't want imali. I didn't want.
You just wanted him to be.
I wanted him to be around, to give me that family love, that love. But my father is still alive, So, okay, after that, I had to try to kill yourself, and then he's like, Yazi, please help me fix lento yesasa grant. I'm in hospital. You could see ukuthi lo muntu akekho right. Like you could tell like ukuthi angikho right. Nginezinto zama-drip everywhere, but when you asking for my help, kanjani? Shouldn't you be helping me? Like
how?
So I was like, yes, and just write down all the details, and then that was it.
Do you think if izinto zingahamba kahle empilweni, you would want your father to be part of your life?
I honestly see no reason for him to be there. What do I need from him? It's already too late. Like the damage is already too much. Okay. Like I don't hate him, but all I'm saying is if he needed a kidney and I have 2 working kidneys, I wouldn't give him one. I don't hate him.
That's deep.
I don't hate him. I don't love him. He's just a stranger to me. We're just cordial. Yeah.
So how does it make you feel, like the way your relationship is now with your dad? How does that make you feel?
I know my psychologist said I should feel more, but I don't feel anything. I'm numb towards that guy.
Do you think it's you suppressing those feelings?
I just don't want to get disappointed. So I'd rather stay away. No, there is hope. If he's willing, he can do his part. But the thing is now he's distant. So why should I go after him? He's my father, he's the adult.
Yeah, so he should come to you.
He should come to me. So I'm like,
so okay, say things, you get married and you have kids. I mean, that makes him your son's or your daughter's grandfather. Wouldn't you want your kids to know Uguti now cool?
They'll have them cool from their father's side.
God, me.
No, like serious. They'll have them cool from their father's side.
So you still feel Uguti, it would be his responsibility to come to you and say, hey, can I meet my grandkids?
Yes. One thing about me, I'm very welcoming to everyone who has wronged me.
So no, you just want him to acknowledge the damage he has caused into your life, just apologize, and then we move forward.
Yeah, or sometimes all we need to hear is sorry.
I'm sorry.
That's it. That's all it takes. I'm sorry. 2 words. I'm sorry. So Nomfundo. No more, because that's what he calls me. I'm sorry, no more. Simple.
That's it.
I'm open to any relationship if he's willing to take initiative. So
hey. It's deep, good bird, go wild. Ziakala, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you if you made it this far. Appreciate the support. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share this video, and also share your experiences on your relationships that you have with your father, and if you think you and your dad would ever reconcile. Peace. Say bye bye. Subscribe, please.
Subscribe, guys. Like it's.
Thank you for coming.
Oh,
and thank you for doing the interview.
I'm the godmother, by the way.
Yes, godmother Wagasan, guys. You see, this is what happened during the interview. And you're breastfeeder. So
drip is forever.